Hey Stampers, it's Gaynor again. I've just been having a play with this new set. It's called Golden Afternoon. I love it because it can be for any occasion. Thinking of you. It can be used as a sympathy card. Thank you friend. Thankful for friends like you. Loving thoughts are with you. Hope your day is as wonderful as you are. So I've had a look through my catalogue. I have gone and tried, not totally replicated this. I've added the birds, these ones, and I've done I've done the same sentiment but in a different style, different papers, different ribbons and stuff, and in a different position because I wanted to see those beautiful birds. So this is the card that I've done, and if you look really carefully, I've stamped all my image and then I've run it through the Big Shot with the subtles embossing folder. I think it's just beautiful. Absolutely love it. And when I first saw this card, I was like, that's what made me want to buy this set. Just absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to show you how I made this one. The die I'm using for the sentiment, this one is coming out of the humming along stamps and dies. Beautiful. And this is from there. So gorgeous. Again, some beautiful sentiments. Amazing. Wishing you an amazing birthday. Thank you. Hope you feel better real soon. And I just love these images. So we will be having a play with this one shortly. So I want to keep going through the alphabet. The designer series paper is from the Subtles collection. These are in the annual catalogue. And I'm going to use the stripes on this side, not the spots. I was meant to use the stripes on the first one, but because of these lines here, so I'm going to use the stripes on this one. This piece is cut at 1 3/4 by 3. This piece, you're just going to need a piece of scrap, and I've got one here, and this will cut this out perfectly, even if I have to cut it at an angle. And I'm going to leave that down while I stamp my sentiment inside, so I know it's going to be straight. But yes, a lot of people have asked me about these designer series papers, and you can get them in the subtles, the neutrals, the regals, the brights, and the in colours. They are just absolutely gorgeous, and they match every single piece of cardstock that Stampin' Up sells. So that's another reason for these. They're so versatile. So I've just used a small piece off there, and I just think it's just beautiful. I've added some rhinestones in. There was none on the one in the book. There's no birds in the book, but I just wanted to see all those little elements coming together. So I'm using Whisper White, and it's thick Whisper White for the base because I wanted it to match my Whisper White for the top, which is 3 7/8 by 5 5/8. I'm going to score this on the Simply Scored, just so I know I've got it bang in the centre when I can find it. And I'm going to push that right up into the corner, and I'm going to use the big end, and I'm just going to score it 4 1/8. It's only because it's thick cardstock and I don't want it creasing and bending. Normally with Stampin' Up cardstock you can just fold it in half, but with this being the thick and more substantial for a card base, I like this. So we're just going to do that. Like I say, our layering piece will sit tone on tone after we've stamped and run it through the Big Shot. Beautiful images. You could spend hours colouring these in. They're just absolutely beautiful. I love the texture though of the embossing folder. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. And I think it's always best to stamp first and then run it through your embossing folder. So I'm going to fetch my black Memento ink in, and I'm going to do my sentiment first. I'm just going to check my paper, as long as it covers the whole piece. Yes, there's no, that little tiny bit there is not going to show up when I cut it out, I don't think. It will cut it right out because it's inside. So I can keep my sentiment straight. And again, I'm going to be doing this one, hope your day is as wonderful as you. And I'm just going to get this 2, 4, 6, 8 and a half, 9 maybe. So perfect, absolutely perfect. I just cleaned my little cloth, so that's that one. That will be cut out of there. And now for this beautiful tree. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? I can picture this going with Lovely as a Tree and the winter woods and just everything. So I'm using Memento. The only reason I'm lifting my finger under there is because when I'm pressing it on with my ink pad, it pushes it down so it doesn't ink. So if you just keep your finger on it, it will ink up lovely. Just going to remove that black line. And what I did, I turned my card to the side. Oops. And then I could see where I wanted to stamp my image. And then just press then on this. Isn't that beautiful? Absolutely a fantastic image. Look at the veins in the tree and in the bark and the shadows there put for you so you can just follow it through. It's just absolutely wonderful. Loving this. Anything with trees I love. Like when me and my husband go to visit my family, I always like to go the countryside way, not the motorway, because I just love the view and it's just so delightful. So these birds, I don't think it matters which way up they go. Yeah, it does. It's that way for definite. And I'm going to aim towards the top this time, not so in the middle. And I really want to see those. And you could just basically stamp through your trees because they're a solid image. I got a little speck there. Let's see. Is that ink? I wonder if my mono ink eraser would get rid. If not, I can put rhinestone over the top. I hope you all had a fabulous Christmas. There we go. It's virtually gone. So now for my other set of trees. Just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And I'm coming up to the top as well. Perfect. I've got little dots all over my card. Then we've got these little shapes, these little lines. So I'm just going to pop them all over the place. And I'm going to stay away from this area mainly because my sentiment will go there. So I can cover that boo-boo over there. Love this. And I just think it's a really, really beautiful images. And I'm going to put one more just there. I think that's perfect. So also I did the birds along the top at the inside of my card. Let me show you quickly. Just to decorate, and a few of those lines just for me to address the inside. Beautiful. So I'm going to come back with my birdies. Some of them look like they're flying upside down. Some of them look like, I don't know, but oh well. And I'm just going to keep these towards the top again. And I'm going to do one down here this time. I'm going to just break that up a little bit. And then my lines again. Perfect. I think that's pretty enough for the inside. Lovely. So I can pop away my ink and my cloth. So while my embossing folder plate is on, because I want my lines to be going the same way as my drawing, I'm not going to go all the way up to the top because there's a little rim there, and I'm just going to make sure I'm up to it. Oh, there it goes. I can't even get it straight. So I'm going to pop that in there straight as possible. And because it's a dynamic folder, you only need one embossing plate, and I'm going to run it through the machine this way. So this goes in first because you could end up cracking it otherwise. Whoops, I'm bashing everything again. I'm going to take it through the machine once and then all the way back. I can swap my plates over, ready for my die cutting. Use my magnetic plate. And I dropped it. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful. Absolutely stunning image. I think that is absolutely gorgeous. Look how subtle that is. Just beautiful. So that's my subtles folder. I'm going to take my glue and I'm going to attach my card to the front of my base. Because it's got an impression on it, I'm going to add quite a bit because I don't want this. I'm going to make sure the glue touches the card. Perfect. And keep a nice little border all the way around. Okay, the same distance as well. Perfect. And I'm just going to run my bone folder on the inside. Oh, that is so pretty. Love white and white, and I love black and white, but that splash of colour from the cardstock, amazing. So I've got a length of this beautiful ribbon that come with the, this is in Calypso Coral as well. So what I did, because I know the width of my two pieces of ribbon, and I just laid one across, and this time I'm just going to flick this one over and make sure that one pokes out the top as well. The other one I twisted so my top was different, but this one I want to lay flat, so now I'm going to just run this through the Big Shot, and we can attach that as well. Making sure it's even. Perfect. I'm loving the fact that my Big Shot is right behind me and I haven't got to go anywhere. Again, I run it through there and back. Just pop this out. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. Isn't that gorgeous? Absolutely beautiful. And these pop out so easy and all in one go. Look, at least you've got a lovely little shape there. You could use that on darker cards to dress the corners up maybe. If you want to tie it, look at those, aren't they pretty? And I love the way they come out like that, because they would look like sitting on top of a little square with some ribbon around it, so it looked like the top of a present even. They're just so cute. Or you could glue them together next to each other to make a nice little pattern. I must have some sticky on my pokey tool, but you could, oh, you get the drift. You could glue them next to each other to make a lovely little pattern. Isn't that pretty? Beautiful. So now I'm going to glue my sentiment down. And I'm going to try and keep it as even as possible. Perfect. Perfect. Ooh, look at me, thinking of ways to utilise my whisper white again. I am dreadful. I won't throw any of it away because I have a small sentiment even. I can still utilise these pieces. I'd probably have to cut it straighter on the trimmer. Yes, I can use those little bits on something new. I'll find some use for those. It's just because you only get 40 sheets and it's like nearly £9. It's so worth utilising as much of it as you can, because it can run expensive otherwise. There we go, and I've got some beautiful rhinestones here. I'm going to add them to either side in the centre. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I need to get some dimensionals out. Or do I? No, I think I've got a full pack here. Yay! There we go. I'm going to flip this over and I'm going to add some dimensionals on the back. Perfect. The nails have all snapped over Christmas and I'm waiting for them to grow back. Now I could add this to the centre because I've hired my birds up, but I'm going to keep this back in the corner. I think it looks lovely. So I'm lining it up at the edge of the whisper white. And then I can just pop that down. And then I can scatter another 3 of these beautiful gems down. And I'll have another one up there, I think, over there by the tree. Just absolutely beautiful. I love that. I mean, what else could you add to that now? I don't think it really needs anything else. We've got our beautiful birds on the inside. I know why I thought they were flying upside down. It's because their wings are pointing downwards. And then this is the one with the spots. This is the one I did earlier. And this is the one we've just done now. I love both of them. Loving that you can see the ribbon through these die cut pieces. Love this. There's quite a few new sets out that have now got different I call these like labels for sentiments and stuff like that, and there's quite a few coming out with different types in there now, just making all your other die sets accessible to using with any of the stamp sets. So don't just look inside your box, look with for all your other dies to see what you've got that will go with. Just love it. My gorgeous husband's just fetched me a gorgeous cup of coffee. And it's warm. I hope you like the card and I hope you give it a go, and I'm glad you're all now able to see into the catalogue. I think it's marvellous, and if you've all got your copies, fingers crossed. And if any of you are thinking of joining, I would really appreciate you joining my team. I'm not in it for money, but I do want to grow my team. There's so many beautiful off right now from the 3rd of January right till the 31st of March. You can choose up to £170 worth of Stampin' Up products for just £99, Or if you want this beautiful bag that goes with, which is worth £47, you can have £170 worth of products to fill this bag, which the bag's worth £47 and you only pay £125, so it's only costing you an extra £26. How wonderful. That's less, it's nearly half price. You can get your catalogues, your trimmer, stamp sets, you can get all sorts, punches, pens, scissors, accessories, gems, all sorts, ink pads. Oh, it's just your blends, just it's endless what you can fit in there. Your order forms, your invitations, embellishments, you can get it all in this bag, and look how beautiful it is. Absolutely perfect. I would recommend this even if you didn't go and do classes, but for storage even in your craft room to ease up a little bit of space. But absolutely marvellous. I'm loving it. And I think this is a quick hint as to June's new catalogue with a blue buff. Oh, is that it? I can't see, the writing's way too small for my eyes. Oh, never know, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I would, 3 years come February with Stampin' Up, so I know all about this side of it. So team members I want, customers, can go with the ladies who join my team. So I'd highly recommend the ladies in my team for my customers, if you want to keep it all in that little circle. So yeah, if you're thinking of joining, please, I'd love to have you in my team. I am a stamping queen and so are my girls, so come and join us. Thanks for watching. Love you all so much. Please give a thumbs up and a share if you enjoyed the video and if you enjoyed the card. And if you've not subscribed yet and you want to, please press the button in the corner. And if you want to see, because I do post every day, if you want to see what I post tomorrow, press the little bell and it'll send you reminders every time I upload a video. Thanks for watching. Till next time. Bye.